What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. Today we have Star Wars S.H.Figuarts from The Force Awakens. First Order Stormtrooper Heavy Gunner. You can see we have a windowless packaging. Mine came a little banged up. Bought it secondhand. Here is your imagery. So outside of windowless in the front, it's just about like all the rest of the Star Wars Figuarts. Now here we have the inside of the package. You get your gun, stand, 3 pairs of hands, no additional heads. You're a Stormtrooper, you don't need them. There is a blaster on his hip that is removable. He has some little bags on his hip that also move. Very tight joints at the ankles. That's a good thing. My Mafex was loose. I could not get my Stormtroopers to stand correctly at all. This has no issue. Joints for the arms are not loose, where they're not going to hold a pose, but they're very, very smooth. Everything moves very easily. And there is some diaphragm movement there. So let's quickly go over articulation. Head can look up that far, down that far. You get side to side. Arms rotate freely 360. You have this shoulder piece that hinges to cover gaps, move out of the way while it's up. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that gets a ton of range, especially for a armored figure like he is. You got both torso and diaphragm that move well because his torso moves a full 360. Crunches, you get back and forward pretty good, especially for an armored character. Wrist swivel and hinge, your standard peg from Tamashii. Now where it does lack, and let's try the other leg. Nope. Forward kicks barely make it to a 45. This is standing perfectly still, or perfectly flat-footed and not back at all. But you do get a double jointed knee that looks like it's just slightly, ever so slightly above a 90-degree angle. You got some hip swivel and a ankle peg that gets a rocker that's different than most of Tamashii's. You can see the way it's set up here. It's a whole separate hinge for the ankle and a toe hinge that gets a ton of range. So let's get him set up with his heavy machine gun. Now, not only is this guy someone that appears in The Force Awakens, but this is also something from the video games, and numerous of them, actually. I don't want to break this, but I'm pretty sure this piece, there we go, supposed to come out of there. This looks to be a, maybe that just comes off. Nope. That whole piece comes off. That explains it. So that all pegs together. It's a half circle in there, so you're not going to put it the wrong way. And with the stand, the gun will just stand up. So now let's get it into his hands. There we go. Right hand trigger finger. Left hand gripping. Very tight fit putting that on the peg. Just a heads up. And this does slightly articulate because of that stand down there, but gonna have to really get him in a knees bent position to hold the gun as he should. I'm going to try to reference the photo. And I just popped the piece off, just trying to get his leg out. Do not think it's broken though. It is not, it just comes off like that. Absolute pain to pose with this gun, guys, not gonna lie. And you're not even gonna be able to actually get his trigger finger as it should be, because the figure is not capable of bending in a way that enables that to happen. Well, I'm just going to get in the best pose I possibly can. As you can see, this is very frustrating. Just trying to get it anyway near both trigger finger and hand holding it like he should be able to do. And then you have the problem, you actually have to get the character to the trooper to balance at the same time you're trying to pull off these impossible poses. Yep. Let's just call it a video, guys. Very much a pain to do this. Not easy, not gonna happen. That's the best I'm gonna get. Let's try to move it back without him completely wrecking his pose. And see how it just tried to fall over immediately. There it goes. Well, if you guys have this figure or you didn't have it and you're thinking about buying it to specifically get this heavy gunner in a pose that's similar to the package, good luck. That's the best I'm doing right there. And I think it looks alright, but when you give a character a gun, you should try to make it that he can actually hold the trigger handle. My rating on this guy is going to be a 6 out of 10. Again, not very good thought put into the design. The Stormtrooper in itself, great design. But if you're making a character or an action figure that's supposed to be doing an action pose with a piece of equipment you're including with it, and it is incapable of pulling that off, you need to get back to the design board before you release it. Again, it's not being able to actually have his trigger finger on the trigger of the gun and holding it is pretty frustrating. But that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me as I release, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys. See ya.